All right, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing this Friday? My name is Cammie Ross, and I'm a study abroad advisor at Case Western Reserve University. Today's Friday forum is about studying abroad in Japan. My plan is to go through this presentation, and if anyone joins in a little bit later, or if anyone's asking any questions on Facebook, I'm happy to address those at the end. It's just a little hard to keep track of things while I'm talking and on Facebook and on Zoom. All right, so why study abroad in Japan? In Japan, you're going to find both new and familiar flavors. Sushi, sashimi, shabu-shabu, hot pots, skewered meat, miso, ramen. I mean, there's so much more, and I'm just talking about food. They have high quality education there, though. It's not just language instruction. There are a variety of courses that you can take, both to complete your degree requirement or to even understand the culture more. You can even take a cooking class. So, Japan has always been a cultural, impactful location. They have flashy, high-tech, and highly influential culture there. You can stop by the iconic Ikihabara neighborhood in Tokyo, which is actually a popular tourist destination. You can see manga, anime, Japanese electro-techno culture there. But there's also a lot of traditional in Japan. There's kabuki, karaoke chambers, even catching a sumo match is an option. So don't forget to slow down while you're there, because there are so many deep traditional roots if you visit Japan and study abroad there. Japanese tea ceremonies, Buddhist temples, World Heritage sites, and don't forget, it's super easy to get around in Japan because their public transportation is amazing. It's extremely accessible, as well as reasonably priced. You can even take the bullet train to Shinkansen, which is 320 kilometers per mile. That's pretty fast. Okay. So studying abroad is an amazing opportunity, but there are some sort of cons, I guess. The high cost of living there is something to consider. At Case Western, you pay your regular Case tuition, but you're going to pay your housing abroad. In Japan, your housing is going to be comparable to what you would pay at Case Western. So that is not a cost-cutting or saving area. Also, it's very easy to get caught up in some of the opportunities that are surrounding you. It's really neat to be able to book a trip to see the cherry blossoms in bloom or climb Mount Fuji, but those are some things that maybe not every student can afford, and that's okay. Could be a little overindulgent in some respects. But culturally, you're going to find Japanese to be highly motivated. There is a huge priority for education, and so kind of like with the philosophy, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down, you'll see that a lot of people really will put academics first. And so it might be a little harder to meet Japanese friends while you're there. But, you know, these are all the ups and downs of adapting to a new culture when you study abroad, and they would happen largely anywhere. So where can you go through Case Western? In Tokyo, we have Waseda or Temple, and in Sendai, we have Tohoku. So Temple is an international university with 60% international population and almost 4,000 students per year. Temple University in Pennsylvania started their campus in Japan about 40 years ago, and they offer courses in anthropology, art, Asian studies, communication, media, economics, film, business, political science, psych, sociology, plus Japanese. One big pro for Temple University is that their academic calendar is largely in line with Case Western. Their fall goes August to December and January to April for spring. Their courses are taught in English, and it is located in the Setagaya area of Tokyo. There are also internship opportunities at Temple. Here is what the Temple University Japan program page looks like if you do a search. So Tohoku University. It's one of our exchange universities and is located in Sendai. It is the third oldest imperial university after Tokyo and Kyoto. The Direct Enrollment Education Program, or DEEP, for natural science students allows international students at an undergraduate level to take classes alongside Japanese students. There are ample courses in science, engineering, medicine, but most of these are offered only in Japanese. So you do have to provide evidence of a Japanese proficiency of an N1 or equivalent. One other cool thing about Tohoku is that there are additional scholarships available, and the housing is moderately priced because you're outside of Tokyo. Next is our popular university, Waseda. Waseda is a Case Western exchange school and a private research university located in Shinjuku, Tokyo, with about 40,000 students enrolled. It is an academically selective and prestigious university in Japan, which, yes, that means sometimes they have limited enrollment for our students. The exchange students have the option to study either the English or Japanese-based programs, and there are course options for both programs with political science, econ, business, social science, liberal studies, engineering, Japanese language. And for all the engineering schools, do keep in mind though, that your major at Case Western must correspond to the course of study at Waseda. Another thing to keep in mind for Waseda is that their English courses, and you'll have to search for their English courses, and that their academic calendar is quite different to Case Western. Expect to study abroad in spring from April to July or even August, unless you go there for a whole year. So don't forget to get involved. There are many opportunities to join student clubs no matter where you are. The rich extracurricular life is going to provide you with lasting friendships and you can enjoy different clubs like rugby, martial arts, international student clubs, koto, and foreign language. So maybe you don't want to go abroad for a whole semester. We have in the past had short-term options available. May Abroad, for example, we've offered the Japan experience in Kyoto. And so there potentially could be options going forward. You just want to keep an eye out in our newsletter or talk to modern language faculty to see what their plans are. So before you go, we are here to support you. This is us. Not only is our website a great resource, but our staff would be happy to connect you with students who have studied abroad in Japan and who can talk about their experiences. We want you to study abroad, and we're here to help to answer any questions or concerns you may have. So thank you. And don't forget to set up an appointment with an advisor so that way you can start your own study abroad journey and study abroad in Japan. We also have drop-in hours on Tuesdays, so you can ask us questions at that point. So,